What's up, reefers? What do we got here? Oh, my mic is loud. Let me turn that down. What's up, Mom? Thank you for joining. What's up, Joey from the Coral Reef Talk? Thank you for joining, brother. Carl, appreciate you. KP, what's up, bro? My lovely bride, Raquel, thank you for joining, babe. All right, y'all, let's talk some reef. So this tank's been up for 3 years now. We added livestock 2 years ago. All right, and this, I'm getting feedback from this mic. I'm gonna take these headphones off. All right, so I haven't fed the fish today, guys. They're hungry. I was waiting for the live stream to feed them. I like to mix. Wow, that's, there we go. All right, I fixed my mic issues. Thank you, babe. I saw your note. Turn the mic off on the headphones. All right, done. Y'all, just bear with me while I get used to this live streaming. We're going to do it, though. Every Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, we're going to talk reef. We're going to look at the tank. I'm going to answer any questions that y'all have. And from time to time, we're going to have some guest speakers come in. If there's someone in the industry that you want to see on the channel, just let me know, and we'll get them in here. Who else we got here? What's up, Paul? Thanks for joining, brother. Appreciate it. Any questions y'all have, just drop them in the comments. I have the comments open, and I'll be checking them out and answering them as we go along. But I need to feed these fish because I haven't eaten all day. I'd like to feed Nordy Flakes. The stuff is great from Tier 1 Reefing. And I like to do my own blend of frozen foods. So we got right here. Oh, I'm not on me. Here we go. Solo. All right, here we go. All right, so frozen food up in there. Nordy Flakes from Tier 1 Reefing. Drop that in there. And I like to use pellets. Got TDO pellets and Easy Reefs. They have 4 different types. I like to use those too. Walter, my man, what's up? Thank you for joining. Just saw your comment. Glad you're here. All right. Give me a second. I'm going to go feed the fish, and I'll put the tank up on the screen. I hope the video is coming out clear for y'all, but we got some new fish in the tank from Biota. All the fish are captive bred. You can see, obviously, the yellow tangs. We've got Rip, the blue tang. He is the boss of the tank. But can you see the cardinal, the black and white striped ones? I love them. Super cool. We have 4 different types of clownfish in there, or 4 clownfish. 2 of them are perculas, onyx picassos, and 2 of them are black ice. And for now, it's working out with 2 different types, 4 clowns. I don't expect that will work much for longer than a year or 2 once they start getting a little bit older, but we'll see. Thank you, babe, for the note. Audio's coming in, or the video's coming in. We got a neon goby in the bottom right. You can see that guy that comes out anytime there's feeding. And there's a cleaner wrasse, hyper little guy on the right side. He goes around cleaning the fish. He's fun to watch. All right, guys. Obviously, my favorite time is feeding the tank. I love watching them all going nuts. So, as you know, we started with 10 yellow tangs 2 years ago. We're down to 3. I think this is the 3 that are going to make the stretch. We just had all kinds of different things going on. Aggression, obviously, I knew that going in early, that was a possibility. And just over the last couple of years, they've kind of weeded themselves down to 3. But we have a pretty good community going on here right now. There's a beautiful golden basslet that lives in the bottom left cave area. I don't know if he's out. Really gold color. You can see in front center is a dragon goby. Yep, there goes the golden basslet right there to the left, going in and out of that cave. Oh, thank you for sending the stars. 200 stars in the house. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate you. Yeah, the hippo, Paul. I love the hippo. And he's grown so fast. Like, I've only had him for a year. The tanks have been in there for a couple of years and growing faster than the yellow tanks. Crazy. All right, so y'all know, if you follow my content, you've seen that I added some Tonga branch rock into the tank. It's the white branches on that left scape. If you look closely in the reef, you can see all kinds of bubble tip anemones, and they've been stinging the SPS. So adding the Tonga branch was an attempt to get the SPS up out of the reef and give them a little more room from the anemones. All right, all right. What else we got here? Trying to look for any other fish that I missed. You can see the clowns, the black ice up top on that SPS colony. That colony came in from LTC, low tide corals, to bright lights, acropora, and I got a little frag from them, and that thing is just taking off. Look at those clowns pecking at one another. The larger one I've isolated several times, but I'm just hoping they work it out. I mean, come on, I got like 20 anemones in this tank right now, and none of the clowns want to host the anemones. We got Shank is what I named her, but she lives in the hammer in the center of the tank near that chalice coral, and she just does not want to be in an anemone. I'm not sure why. Thank you, JP. I appreciate you, bro. I don't know if I called your name out when I saw everybody joining. I appreciate you joining. I got a $25 gift card for you guys to Algae Barn. One person's gonna win it. We're gonna save that till a little bit later. Let's get into. Let me show you the stand. All right. Here is the stand. Okay, this is a CADE 1800 Peninsula. I set it up in a standard position in order to get that background light going on and to have a clear back glass free of any equipment and gear that overflows off to the right. You can see the drain pipes there. The water drops down into the drain pipes, which currently go into socks. I've been replacing socks, switch them out about once a week. I probably should be doing it twice a week at a minimum, but once a week seems to be working fine for me. You can see the tank's at 78.5. That's like my sweet spot. If I go any higher, the LPS start closing up. I don't know why. If I go lower, the SP or the SPS don't like it. So 78.5 is my sweet spot right now. I do not have any reactors hooked up. I got some a skimmer running, a great white GW17. It's overhaul for this tank, but I like to get a larger skimmer than the tank needs. And we have a large refugium there on the left with all of the mangroves growing in it. Matt, thank you for joining. I appreciate you, brother. We're just going over the tank a little bit. Any questions about the gear? Drop me a comment. Have a camera on it. We can switch back and forth to it if we need to. We just fed the fish. Go back to that camera. And they're getting their fill. We had music playing. I'm not sure what happened on the background. Oh, it is fun. Yeah, the mangroves, Paul. I love the mangroves. So, if y'all don't know, we picked up the mangroves as propagules. I'm not sure how to say that, but just little sticks that we picked up at the beach, Florida beaches. And we had, I think, close to 50 of them. And they traveled around Florida with us for about a year in a bucket and an air stone. And once they started having leaves, and I got the tank set up, they went into the sump. And we've been growing them for a good 3.5, 4 years now. You can see they're full of leaves. I love them. They're so much fun to watch grow. Joey, what's up? How am I liking the great white skimmer? Dude, that thing is plug and play. I've had it. I never have to tune it. It's just I clean it maybe once a month. I mean, maybe even less than that. You can see that cup is full of some nasty coffee gunk. It's disgusting. And yeah, I love the great white skimmers. They're beast. They're some boss skimmers. All right, so background light, guys. It's a LED kit from Current USA. My wife got me the kit a few years back for a Christmas present, and I just always had this vision of a tank with a background light and free of gear and overflow, and I think it really sets this tank. It's probably one of my favorite features of this tank, and things less than a couple $100, and it has a frosted background that goes on the back glass. So in order to implement this look, you definitely need a clear glass and set it up. Originally, I started with a vinyl on the left pane as well. My wife gave me feedback that I should take it off, so got a razor blade and took it off. And I love viewing the tank from the end as well. Paul wants to drink some Skimmer Mate. No, thank you. Yeah, it stinks, man, when I'm cleaning that out. Will I ever do filter rollers, Carl? I would love to. Um, I think that would be nice. I was just dreaming about not having to mess with the socks. So yeah, that's a good call out. I would love to have filter roller. I think that would be great, but haven't implemented it right now. Haven't implemented it yet, but at some point, maybe later down the line, yeah, I'd love to have filter rollers. What else we got? Yeah, Joe, you like the GW7. I had a GW, what was it, 5? What was the lower one? 5, I think? On a smaller tank, and I love that one as well. Maybe it was 7 or 5. I don't remember. Let me go back to my screen. Share. I had a DALUA side up. Let me see. Screen. Oh, GW7. Okay. Yep. I thought I had a smaller one. Maybe it was before they did the DC pumps. Yeah, I had a GW5. The current GW17 is a DC pump, so definitely want to go with the DC pumps. Yeah, look at that. GW7 up to 185 gallons. That's a nice skimmer. You like it. All right, and here's the CADE Peninsula that I'm rocking right now. We're like a 6-footer. And the tank is deep. I love the depth of the tank and tall. All right, all right, all right. So let me run the Algae Barn giveaway for y'all. $25 virtual gift card. Get back to you in a second, Paul. Giveaway. First person to respond with the correct answer will win a $25 virtual gift card to Algae Barn. What are the names of my 2 aquarium related Facebook groups? Drop your comments. First person to answer the question correctly will get a $25 gift card. How is the other CADE? Oh, CADE, the frag tank. Yeah, it's a beautiful tank, Paul. We're gonna get it set up one of these days. In fact, I actually need a new pump. I need an Ecotech pump to run both tanks off the same pump. And the winner is Fish Tank Feature and Reef Tank Life by Paul. Paul, you're correct, dude. Send me a DM on Facebook or IG with your email address for Algae Barn, and I'll drop you a $25 Algae Barn gift card. And if y'all aren't a part of Reef Tank Life, make sure you check it out on Facebook and join the group. Share your tanks. We have a large community there. Lots of helpful reefers. Get the fish back up. You see them going in the feeding dish. The tangs, the wrasses, the clowns, they all go in there. You're welcome, Paul. Appreciate you too, man. You can see some food still floating in the top up there. And they go in, move their fins around, trying to get the food to come out. Kind of mesmerizing to watch. All right, let me steal the show over here for a second. Y'all, you got to check out these frag racks that my son has been making. He designs these in Blender on the computer, and then he 3D prints them, and he is doing a phenomenal job. Check this rack out. Oh yeah. Got the ReefStash logo in the middle. These are going to come in different colors. And the legs, you can attach them to add more racks if you want. Or if you want to make a higher rack. Oh man, they're solid too. Anyways, these are going to be available on reefstash.com soon. I need to get them up there. I'm not sure what the price is going to be, but still negotiating with my son, my son and my wife. But he's doing a phenomenal job. Oh, I didn't tell you. This is glow in the dark too. Pretty cool. Loving them. Loving it. My son Zion, he is killing it at 3D modeling and printing, and guy's awesome. All right, y'all. Any questions about the tank? Pops, what's up, man? Glad you joined. Thank you. Everybody tell Pops what's up. Love you too, man. Lou, you killing me, man. Why you think I don't wear a red hat, dude? Oh man. Yeah, I've gotten the Fred Durst thing quite a few times. My wife and I were at a restaurant once, and some girls asked me for my autograph, and I gave it to them. But I've signed my name, not Fred Durst. I don't think they knew who Rob was. Everybody knows Pops. Pops, what's up, Pops? Thank you for joining, man. Let me get the tank on for you so you can take a peek. We just fed the fish, Pops. That's why they're at that feeding dish. They want more. Yeah, Lou, that was great. Thank you. Rob Durst. Yeah, thanks, babe. What's my favorite thing in the tank right now, Paul? Oh man, that's tough. So, I'm getting like the SPS bug. Like, I just stare at them and I just waiting for more growth. And they don't move, but man, they're so addicting. All the sticks. I love all the sticks. But absolute favorite would be Rip, our blue tang, named after one of the characters in Yellowstone series on streaming videos. I wish I could zoom in on the tank too, babe. Yeah, I haven't figured out how to do that one yet, other than just grabbing my phone and going live from the phone. Yeah, Paul, for sure. My favorite is the blue tang, Rip. He definitely steals the show on the tank. If I could only keep one fish, it would be Rip, the blue tang. And if I could only keep one coral, I've asked this question in Reef Tank Life a couple times, and a lot of people participated. But it would probably be an anemone, just because they move and they would fill the entire space of the tank. Matt, yeah, man, SPS. Pops, you know what? Tell the kids. Pops said hi. Love you. Yeah, Rip is awesome, Paul. And what's funny about Rip is he doesn't have the scalpel on his tail. Um, he had it when he was younger, and I guess he was just look at him busting at the yellow tanks. Yeah, he is feisty, but so I guess maybe he popped too many fish, too many times, hit the rocks. I don't know, but he does not have a scalpel, and he makes up for it with popping people with his tail. Rip attitude. I guess I need to turn the banner off for the. So Paul won the $25 gift card, Reef Tank Life and Fish Tank feature. Walter, I saw you also comment. All right, let's take a look at the stand again. Any questions about the gear? Look, the CADE systems are pretty complex, but I run pretty simple setups. I'm really just running skimmer, running a large refugium for nutrient export, and I just added a caulk stir for kalkwasser, and I'm dosing some quantum products. I'm also using quantum salt, but I don't really get into all the reactors, and I have a controller on here. It's a Felix controller. I'm really just monitoring temp, pH, and the ability to turn different gear on and off when I'm gone, and have some cameras on the tank as well too, which is nice when we're out to be able to check on things, especially if I need to walk anybody through anything, if there's any issues on the tank. But we have a pretty simple system here. We're running with the caulk. We're now hitting alkalinity DKH at 8, magnesium's at 1390, calcium's at 430, salinity's at 1.026. You can see the temp right there, 78.5, and pH is 8.3. We were down 7.6 to 7.7 before adding the caulk stir, and now we're staying stable around 8.3. Water changes, Joey. I've been trying to do one water change a month just to cover anything that I might be missing and to kind of get the magnesium reset, because I'm dosing that manually. But for the most part, I've gotten out of water changes. Let's see, here's the magnesium that I'm dosing from Quantum, Aragonite C. And I'm not having to dose calcium anymore because I got the caulk welter going, or alkalinity, DKH. And then I'm dosing their biometals, biocalium, all from Quantum, and Biogen. I'm also adding BioEnhance, which is, I don't have the jug with me right now, but BioEnhance is their Quantum's amino acids. And then I'm just trying to hit a small water change just once a month to replenish anything that I'm not dosing. That was a good question. For a while, I was relying just on dosing by hand, even calcium, and before I hooked up the caulk welter, and my parameters are getting all out of whack, and I didn't water change for a few months. Pops, thank you for joining. I appreciate you, man. Love you. Let's get back on the tank. Ooh. There we go. Also running a reverse light on the Fuge. So when the main lights go off on the system, Fugium light kicks on. That's a Ilmagic light from DALUA. Who's running DALUA in here? Matt, you got Ilmagic X-Force. Are those lights working out for you, dude? You pumping the SBS growth? And I was talking to Anthony, owner from DALUA, and Blaze X lights are no longer available. So that's what my light is up there. At some point, I guess we'll go to X4. We have X4. We're putting over the frag tank whenever I get that going down. Let's see. JP, what's up? Do you siphon your substrate? Looks great. If not, what livestock are you using to keep it nice? So we got a few gobies in there. Off to the left by the green star polyp island, there's a yellow watchman goby. He pretty much stays in that area, and he sifts a little bit of sand. Then we have a bonds goby that you can see on the left scape in the front, that white looking long one. That dude is all over the tank sifting sand. And then the dragon goby, I'm not sure where he's at right now. Is that him on the right in front of the... Yeah, that's a dude on the right in front of the alveopora, bottom right. You can see him sifting sand. He sifts sand and sends it through his gills and drops it all over the coral. Kind of annoying, but he does a great job cleaning that sand. And then we have two Florida fighting conchs, the large ones that are all over the sand bed, moving around the first 2 inches. They don't get all the way to the bottom, but they're moving sand all over the place. And then I have three small fighting conchs from like the Philippines. They're tiny, but they're all over the sand too. And then I'll use a turkey baster and stir it around once in a while. When I do a water change, JP, I siphon a little bit off, but I'm not doing very regular water changes. But when I do, I'll suck up some of it. Paul, yeah, dude, you like DALUA lights. They're awesome. DALUA Magic. You can pick them up from DALUA International website or from Unique Corals. Matt, yeah, you got the two Vitaminis. That's right. You can see the Blaze X, the lights strip in the back. There's one strip in the back and one in the front. There's 6-footers that are also Vitamini. Super Blues Actinics. And man, they can grow some coral, that's for sure. You can see that big SPS on the top right. That dude was a little frag, man. I have been fragging corals. You can see on the left, guys. There's little frag racks over there. And we've got quite a few corals in there. I've been selling some of these corals on Reef to Reef. The links are posted on my Facebook, on Instagram, even on the YouTube channel. The description of this video, this live stream had a link to the Reef to Reef link. Or you can just DM me. I'm shipping coral and I'm doing local meetups as well. Appreciate all of y'all for joining. You can support the channel by liking the live stream and and sharing it to Facebook or whatever social medias you're on. I appreciate y'all. Looks like most of y'all are, well, look, half of y'all are from joining from Facebook, another half from YouTube. I wasn't sure if we would be doing just YouTube or if we should be including Facebook as well. So it looks like half and half. I'm just going to keep rolling with on Wednesdays. We'll continue doing Facebook and YouTube. We're pulling this stream through StreamYard, and it seems to be working pretty well. Thanks for sharing it, Paul. Appreciate that, dude. And sharing it to your group. I appreciate you, dude. And I'll DM me if you haven't already and send me your algae barn email so I can give you that gift card. Thank you. And y'all can drop in the comments of this video or in the Facebook group, Reef Tank Life, or on any of my socials, and let me know if you want to see any other brands come in on Wednesday, and we'll get some guests in on these lives as well. We'll just talk some reef every Wednesday, y'all. Look at Rip. He wants more. Be right back. I'm gonna go drop them some more food. I'm gonna give them some pellets. They like the pellets too. Man, these fish eat anything. They tear it up. Anything I give them. Yeah, man. See the golden basset on the left? That's a rare fish right there, guys. It's a cool one. Joe from Joe Glass Cages is in the house. Appreciate you joining, man. I appreciate all your support too. Joe's always dropping comments and likes and sharing, and I just really appreciate that support, dude. Y'all need custom tanks, man. Joe's got them. I had a tank from Joe back in shoot 2010 or something. I picked it up from my local fish store in San Antonio at the time. We're in Florida now, but back then, yeah, man, you've been around, dude. Appreciate you joining. TJ's Trades. Thank you for joining, dude. So we're just feeding the fish again for the second time now. If y'all have any questions, just drop them in the comments, and I'll answer them for you. Every Wednesday, guys, at 7 p.m. Eastern time, we'll be doing live streams. We're gonna get some guests in the next streams, and we'll just talk reef. If you have questions about the tank, I'm here to answer them. Joe, top 5 tanks. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. And I know you're busy too, dude. You got a whole business to run. You're building tanks. So thank you for the time that you show me, dude. Look, these fish don't stop. They want more. That's why I have algae all over my rocks. Yeah, those two black ice on the right, those two clowns. I don't know if this relationship's gonna work out for them much longer. I have to keep pulling the big one into isolation box, but I'm hopeful. I've been trying to like net them and then I hold them over the anemones, but nope, they want to hang out on top of that SPS colony. Joe, that's right, man. Congratulations, Grandpa Joe. My kid's grandpa was just in here. Pops. I think he left already, but oh, and my mom's here too. Another grandparent. My mom's #1 Reef Mom fan. Brian, what's up, man? Thank you for joining. Brian, Joe, both coming in from Facebook. Looks like Facebook's winning here. Oh no, we're tied. Facebook and YouTube. All right, let's get the other camera up. There's the stand. You can see the stand there, guys. I'm running a pretty simple setup. You can see I got some reactor lines that come with the CADE that I have not tapped into. And I want to plumb this tank with the CADE frag tank that came in. I just have not been able to make that happen yet. But we're gonna run one pump and feed both, and the pump will be on a battery backups just to give me that extra level safety in case anything happens with the electricity or failures. Generator, yeah, Joe. We have a backup generator in case we pass anything. So the battery backup should get me for about 72 hours on running one wave maker and a return pump, and then backup after that would be our generator. As long as I can keep feeding it gas, we're good. What Joe or Walter? What return pump? am I using? So right now I have a uh, what is it called? The Jabeo. You can see the red controller there. I don't know how to say their name. That Chinese knockoff one. Um, that's running the tank right now, but I usually run Ecotech M2, and I switch back and forth when I'm cleaning. But I need to get their larger one, the L2, or I don't know what it's called, so that I can run both tanks. The current one will not push water to both. Jabeo. Yeah, Brian. And they for the price, man, you can't beat them, dude. And we have a few wave makers. I have a DALUA Great White Wave Maker, and then we have MP40 in the back right, and then in the back left we have a Panta Ray, and then we have VCA Vivid Creative Aquatics, the random flow generators coming off of the return lines. And yeah, I mean you can see we got pretty good flow going on this tank. Thanks, TJ. Yeah, the tank is totally filling in, man. Um, that first year was just like it's like all I could see is rock, rock, rock. It's like keep adding coral, adding coral, adding coral, and it took a while, man. To the when I hit 2 years, that's when things really started to take off and fill in, and SPS are doing great. Two things I can't keep. I can't keep meat corals in this tank. I don't know why. Um, Meat corals and torches don't do very well for me. I have a couple of torches in there, but they, for whatever reason, just don't like my tank. My mag has been pretty stable. My this probably was my pH. My pH has been stable lately, so I might try meat corals again. But I was only at like 7.6, 7.7. Now that I'm adding kalkwasser, I'm at 8.3. The rock is Cornerstone Reef Rocks. But it's primarily branch rock. I have some build videos on how I built the scape. And I've been adding Tonga branch rock in that my wife and I have hoarded for the last kept or held on to for the last 14 years. So it's kind of cool to add that to the tank. Been with us for a while. And then I have some Fiji rock that I've added in different areas that aren't visible. Yeah, bro, I'm still running the Felix. It's off. You can't see it in the shot here, but it's off to the right of the tank on a stand. And have two cameras hooked up to it, which are nice when we're not home to check on the tank. Of course, though, we added my son's birds in the fish room. So one camera usually gets turned towards the birds so he can check on the birds when we're out. Yeah, dude, TJ, send me some pics of your Tonga. And hang on to that stuff, dude. Don't get rid of it. It's so hard to get now. That's great rock. Since I started this tank, day one, I started with quantum salt, and it's been great salt. I was originally using their LPS blend, and then I switched over to the mixed reef one, and the mixed reef one seemed to have the parameters that I wanted on the tank. But I love how fast their salt mixes. It mixes really fast. And they want more food. Thanks for joining, Walter. I appreciate you. We'll be next Wednesday, and we'll try and bring in a guest to chat with us next week. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll do Facebook and YouTube again. All right, guys, we've been on for 48 minutes. I think it's a good stopping point. Y'all, make sure you join our Facebook group, Reef Tank Life, and share your tanks and just engage with the community. I'm here to answer any questions. You guys can always drop DMs, but I usually recommend dropping them in the Facebook group where other people can add feedback too. Everybody knows there's more than one way to reef, and I just share my way. But there's definitely more than one way to do it. Steven, thanks for joining, dude. Appreciate you. You can rewind and check out anything that you missed. We can see we got the tank up. We fed the fish a couple times, and we got the stand. And talked about some of the gear. Mom, thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining those, Steven. We'll be on again next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We'll try and bring in some other guests, but happy reefing to all y'all. Appreciate you, and peace out.